Janet Barrett, English language learner teacher, Lowell High School. Kathy Bouvet, elementary teacher, Merklin Elementary School. Jeffrey Bilby, senior custodian, Morey Elementary School. Doug Bishop, English language learner teacher, Robinson Middle School. Ann Brady, behavior specialist, Career Academy. Leslie Byrne, elementary teacher, Cardinal O'Connell. Tricia Camiano, Lowell High School biology teacher. Umarani Kamikala, special education teacher, Robinson Middle School. Alexandra Clark, paraprofessional, Riley Elementary School. Sharon Clark, Department Chair, Fine Arts, Lowell High School. Martha Cohn, Coordinator of Science and Social Studies, Curriculum Office. Sharon Cooney, Literacy Specialist, Riley Elementary School. Marie Cochran, Special Education Teacher, Bartlett Middle School. Cheryl Cunningham, Principal, Washington Elementary School. Darlene Dandurant, Guidance Counselor, Sullivan Middle School. Jeannie Davis, Paraprofessional, Morey School. Lolita Demers, Art Teacher, Morey School. Kathy Devlin, Elementary Teacher, Bailey School. Cheryl DeLeo, Special Education Teacher, McAvenue School. William Donahue, Foreign Language Teacher, Lowell High School. Kathy Downey, Library and Media Specialist, Lowell High School. Janine Durkin, Superintendent of Schools, Lowell Public Schools. Linda Eckersley, Special Education Teacher, Sullivan School. Amy Ellentuck, Social Worker, Lowell High School. Tracy Estrella, Academic Department Chair of Mathematics, Lowell High School. Catherine Fallon, Preschool Teacher, Washington Elementary School. Robert Fitzgerald, Assistant Principal, Stocklosa Middle School. Susan Fortier, paraprofessional, Bailey Elementary School. Ruth Freeman, paraprofessional, Maury Elementary School. Sherry Fulton, kindergarten teacher, McAuliffe Elementary School. Deborah Geladaris, Bailey Elementary School. Lois Gordon, elementary teacher, second grade, Maury Elementary School. Patricia Jazeka, director, Title I, central office. Laura Hawes, food services, Moody Elementary School. Mary Beth Hayden, paraprofessional, Washington Elementary School. Kathleen Hill, social worker, special education department. Linda Holland, social studies teacher, Daly Middle School. Diane Lincoln, art teacher, Bailey Elementary School. Dorothy Louise, social worker, Riley Elementary School. Anastasia Mahoney, third grade teacher, Maury Elementary School. Robert McHugh, custodian, Lowell High School. Diane McNeil, food services, Green Elge Elementary School. Janet Murphy, kindergarten teacher, Bartlett School. James Neary, principal, Green Elge Elementary School. Donna Nagrati, teacher of deaf students, McAuliffe Elementary School. Elaine Nolan, school clerk, Washington Elementary School. Marianne O'Brien, psychologist, Lowell High School. Francis O'Hara, custodian, Lowell High School. Thomas Pelletier, physical education teacher, McAvenue Elementary School. Bernadette Pugh, English language learner teacher, Pawtucketville Memorial Elementary School. Catherine Riley, paraprofessional, Washington Elementary School. Kevin Riley, music teacher, Shaughnessy Elementary School. Amanda Roy, food services, Rogers STEM Academy. Ann Rudy, custodian, Green Elge Elementary School. Eleanor Sadler, paraprofessional, Stocklosa Middle School. Charlene Shattuck, school clerk, Lowell High School. Roger Snow, custodian, Butler Middle School. Nancy Segalati, kindergarten teacher, Merklin Elementary School. Paula Sweeney, mathematics teacher, Lowell High School. Regina Velasquez, paraprofessional, McAvenue Elementary School. Stephanie Voutsalis, library aide, Sullivan Middle School. Catherine Watkins, mathematics teacher, Robinson Middle School. Carol Webb, special education teacher, Morey Elementary School.
Again, we say a sincere thank you to our retirees, and we wish you all the best as you enjoy the next endeavor in your lives. Thank you again.
I want to thank you. I want to thank the superintendent. And I want to thank the retirees. Just for the television audience, this was the list of all the teachers and principals and custodians and secretaries and paraprofessionals who retired throughout the year. That's why there were so many names. But we also had some difficulty getting started tonight with the television section. But we will go on, and I want to thank everybody. Now, I'd like to skip through to 3.2, 3.3, Introduction to Lowell High School Seniors of the class of 2020. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is every year we have an amazing group of students that we meet with on a regular basis as part of the school committee, and we have a newly elected group of students, and head of school Bastide is here to share that information with you, and I believe we have the amazing students with us as well.
Come on up, ladies. Good evening, Mayor, school committee members, and Superintendent's office. I am so pleased to introduce to you our new class officers this year. I'm going to start with, Shaveen Gashaw is the new president of the class, seniors. Amina Bahati is the vice president. Linda Onyen Wei, secretary. Jasmine Sang is our treasurer. And Joy Destiny is a senator who will be coming to the school committee meetings. Thank you very much. We're very excited.
Thank you. We look forward to a great year.
Congratulations, ladies.
Next, we have 3.4, Spotlight and Excellence, the Regional Knowledge Bowl. Madam Superintendent.
Thank you. We have some of our amazing students here in their bow ties. They were amazing when they competed as a Lowell team, and Carolyn Rocheleau is here to introduce them and their coaches.
Great. Thank you, Superintendent Durkin and school committee members. Sorry, I'm very short, so I'm going to move this. I want to thank you all for your support and introduce you to just a stellar group of students who make Lowell proud every day with how hard they've worked. As you know, about 6 years ago, Lowell launched a regional knowledge bowl to extend the successful knowledge bowl that we've been running here in the city for 30 years to our towns, to the surrounding greater Lowell community, and Lowell Sun has been a great supporter of our knowledge bowl as well. And we were very lucky this year. We changed our model a little bit to allow students from our three winning teams to all participate. So it's teams from the Wang, which was our first place team, the Daily, which was our second place, and the STEM Academy all sent students to create an all-star team this year. And the formula obviously was very successful as we easily won our regional with our team. So we were very proud. I'd like to introduce you to the coaches from all three schools. So from the Wang, Karen Cole and Jolene Roy. From the Daily, Karen Miranda and Terry Watterson. And from the STEM Academy, Dennison Wright.
Good evening, I'm Jolene Roy. This is Karen Cole right behind me from the Wang, and I cannot tell you what an honor it was to work with these amazing students and the coaches from the other schools as well and bring the trophy back home to Lowell. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Denny Wright to introduce you to the STEM students.
Greetings. The first person I'd like to acknowledge is Erin McLaughlin, who coached with me at the STEM and was unable to join us for the regional level, but without her, we wouldn't have made it here. The three kids that the STEM Academy sent, we are joined tonight by Jacqueline Tran. And our two others who were unable to make it, Isaac Maniscalco and Jackson Little. And I just want to speak briefly to the determination that I saw out of my STEM kids during the city competition. They tried very hard. They worked their butts off. They really wanted it, and it paid off. I'm so proud of them. Yeah. And now I'll hand this off to Terry Watterson and Karen Miranda from the Daily.
Good evening, I'm Karen Miranda. This is Terry Watterson. We're the coaches of the Daily Middle School, and we're excited to introduce you to our students. We have Douglas Forsyth, 8th grader from the Daily. We have Yut Ko, also an 8th grader at the Daily. And unable to be here tonight, we also have the Daily School Captain, Gabby Rudy. And we just also want to thank everyone for the opportunity to make this all-star team. It was a ton of fun to coach with everybody, to work with all of these students, and to bring the trophy back to Lowell.
And now I have the honor of introducing the Wang students. First, we have team captain Nina Wolf.
Stand up, Nina.
Okay. Kiran Mahajan. Alden Raisbeck. Enrico Rodales. And student team manager, Curtis Shantaburn. We could not be any prouder of these kids, and now you're going to hear from a couple of them. Nina and Curtis have a couple of words to share with you.
Thank you. I had the honor this year to lead a remarkable team on the road to victory. We may have only had a few weeks to prepare, but we managed to bond and form a true team. Some of us may never see each other again, since half of us are moving on to high school and the other half still have one more year left in middle school. Some of us are going to different high schools, but that's okay. This year left a lasting mark on me. This team was unbeatable. There's no way I'm going to forget this. I have never felt such joy as the joy I felt when I heard the timer go off and saw the scores on the boards. So I would like to thank my fellow teammates and the coaches of this amazing patchwork team for such an amazing season. We brought the title back to Lowell. Thank you.
On behalf of the Lowell Knowledgeable Team, we would like to thank Miss Carolyn Rochelo for all the hard work, dedication, and love she showed towards the students. And we would like to present this trophy to her to keep in central office.
Yes. School Committee Person Doherty.
Thank you, Your Honor. Just a couple of quick things. First of all, I want to say every student who participates in the Knowledge Bowl is a star. You're a winner. You're leaders in our schools. And the fact that we combined the top 3 teams, it's something the other school districts have been doing. So it's not like we took an edge. It was like we said, okay, why not do what the other towns are doing? And we'll combine our teams and make an all-star team. And the other point I want to make is the STEM Academy students, the STEM Academy only goes to the 7th grade. So, I mean, you guys are awesome, but all of you have just made me so proud, and you brought the knowledge, the trophy back to Lowell. It's just a wonderful honor, and I wish you all future success, and I want to thank you and thank the coaches for all your service. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Do a photo? Sure. Wait, have the team come up behind the rail. Mr. Hoey?
That's okay.
Good, thank you.
You guys get in, Terry. Get in. You guys get in. Go, 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 go. Go, Karen. Karen, give me your phone. What are you putting them on frame? Yes. All right, guys.
Awesome.
Thank you very much. All right. Mr. Hoey, did you want to say something?
No, I'm good, Mayor. Jack has said enough for me. I'm good.
What's that? Mr. Dakota? Ms. Doherty? Thank you. All right. We have to start the meeting. Sorry about that. Okay, thank you very much. I need a motion to suspend the rules to move items 9.1 through 9.4 out of order by Ms. Doherty, second by Mr. Dakota. I'd now like to introduce the superintendent-elect, Dr. Joel Boyd. Welcome.
Thank you. I don't know how I follow that act. I can tell you, though, which was really interesting, which I was just sharing with Mr. Dakota, the young man on the end, I said, you know, how do you like Lowell schools? And he said, I love Lowell schools, and I love this school committee. I don't know if you put him right next to me on purpose, but I've never had that interaction in the many school districts that I've worked in. So If you did stage that, that was well played, school committee, well played.
Get his name, we're going to need it. Thank you, Dr. Boyd. But welcome to the Lowell School Department, and I know you've developed a reorganization plan in the administration, and I'd like to have you give a presentation.
Thank you. First, with this, I can say it seemed like the theme of the beginning presentations were about bringing the trophy back to Lowell, and we plan to bring the trophy back to Lowell in more ways than one. I want to thank the school committee. In your wisdom, you enabled me to begin work here prior to July 1. And what I bring to you is the result of this past month's work on the part of a good number of people. I want to specifically recognize Assistant Superintendent Robin Desmond, Assistant Superintendent Billy Joe Turner, who spent long hours on the phone with me into the evening in the office to analyze every aspect of this organization and to help us put together a plan going forward that enables us to truly support our schools and our classrooms to the best of our ability as a school district. Now, what I have in front of you is, I believe, our responsibility in terms of decision making, because on July 1, we will be looking at 50% of the executive cabinet level positions in the district being vacant. This was a challenge that was brought to me very early on in the interview process, and it was known to me as a challenge that would have to be resolved rather quickly. In your packet, you see three options. They are basically the three options in front of us right now. We have to choose one of them. If somebody could click on the PowerPoint presentation, I don't know what I'm looking at here. This is my first time. What would you like me to do? Is this it? Is this it? All right. All right. Now, I do have my contacts in, but how am I supposed to ever see this? Would you be so kind? You know, people keep talking about my youth, and you know. Right there. How are you seeing that?
I'm not.
She's just familiar with it.
Is that the start from the beginning? Zoom. Janine, is that start from beginning?
Jason, I'm in.
Here, right.
All right, that's where I was. There you go.
Thank you kindly. I really appreciate that. I would tell you, I think the first was, welcome to Lowell for the superintendent-elect. I want to appreciate this warm welcome. All right, so you can see what we have here. So with 50% of the cabinet level positions being vacant on July 1, we have our charge and understood our charge to create a cost-effective organizational structure to improve service delivery to schools and classrooms. All right. In addition to the 50% of executive cabinet level positions being vacant, I've spoken to and worked with numerous people throughout the community, people who are working in our schools and people who work as partners in direct support of our schools. And what I've heard from them are that there are multiple challenges with the current organizational structure. And they report those challenges as hindering our productivity, and those hindrances would be perpetuated if we maintain the status quo. And option one in front of us, obviously, is that we could maintain the current structure, post the positions, and hire as is. That's an option in front of us. Unfortunately, with that option, it doesn't present or create for us a foundation for improvement. So that option, I don't believe to be the recommended option for the school committee. The second option in front of us is that we can leave these positions unfilled. And I've said multiple times to as many people as I can that there's a real need for us to undertake a strategic planning process, a comprehensive strategic planning process that's not going to be rushed. That's going to be done with the community, on behalf of the community, to bring to this school committee a comprehensive path forward over the next 3 to 5 years. We could certainly leave these positions unfilled and await the outcome of that process. However, doing so would further stretch what we all know to be an already stretched central office workforce. a central office team that is working extremely hard. And again, I want to recognize the whole team. Some members of the central office team are here with us today, working so hard to deliver everything that they can for our schools and classrooms. But yet again, I'm hearing from those individuals who are working in our schools that they're stretched so far that that support is not happening in a way that our schools feel they can deliver their best for every kid every day. And we know that to be our charge. So further stretching an already depleted and an already stretched central office team, I don't believe to be a reasonable recommendation to make of this committee either. So option 2, I don't believe to be a recommendation I can bring to you. That leaves us to option 3. And option 3 is what I bring to you today, and I'm rather excited to bring to you. It does represent change. And I know that change at times can create fear, can create anxiety, but I really want to thank the entire central office team and every single staff member that I've met with, because to me, people are willing to undertake this change and work together to create a system that'll truly work for our kids. And now it's an opportunity, because with 50% of the executive level positions being vacant, we can do this redesign at a net savings to the operating budget that this committee previously approved. Ms. Turner, in her expertise, has been able to do a full cost analysis and has presented that cost analysis to you as part of your attachments. She's here and is ready to answer any questions that you may have on that cost analysis. And that net savings comes without us having to eliminate any currently staffed positions in the district. Now, I want to be clear on this. We are eliminating positions. Those positions are not staffed. So what you are going to see before you, and what you do see before you, and everybody here who's in the audience, these handouts are readily available for everyone here. You have a full organizational chart, including a memo that lays out that organizational chart in narrative form. We accomplish with this redesign 4 key improvements. We're going to be able to improve the delivery of services from the central office to our school sites. We're going to be able to enhance the level of support provided to school-based administrators. We're going to be able to create greater clarity in the district's central administrative structure, which will improve our internal workflow among the current central departments. And we're going to be able to increase access to centrally provided services for families and the broader community. So I want to turn your attention, if you could, to first a series of bullets that are in the memo that lay out specifically what I am recommending. It is a redesigned organizational chart in accordance with Policy CC. You have Policy CC in front of you, as well as the organizational chart. There are a series of subsequent decision points which are all related to this organizational chart. I want to thank Ms. Sheehan specifically, who's been a key thought partner to make sure that we remain in accordance with all of the policies of Lowell Public Schools and remain in accordance with every decision point that the committee has to make in order for us to move forward. So you have 3 other decision points that will be part of this, but they will be taken as separate action items. Those include the creation of 3 new positions, which work in tandem with the elimination of 3 positions. So you're going to be asked to eliminate the Assistant Superintendent of Student Support Services, the Deputy Superintendent, and the Chief Human Resources Officer position, and create the Chief Operating Officer, the Chief Schools Officer, and I'm really excited to bring to you the Chief Equity and Engagement Officer. Now, with the really astute recommendation of Committee Member Doherty, I'm going to present this to you in visual form and attempt to show you with some color-coded coordination how all these shifts happen. And I'm going to do my best here. And sometimes my best is not good enough, but I will truly try here. All right, so what you have here, one of the divisions that we're creating is the Office of Finance and Operations, which currently exists. Right now, we're tasking Assistant Superintendent Billy Joe Turner with overseeing the entirety of this office. Now, what you have here in red are currently undefined or unattached responsibilities. These functions exist. They're functions of a district. What's happened here, if they're in red, is either Ms. Turner has seen these needs, which she has in the case of risk analysis and prevention, and she's taken this up, even though it's not a defined function of her office, or it's been a function that has been undefined and thus unattended to. So what you see in now is a chief financial officer and a chief operating officer in this office. So in red, these are functions of the district that are currently unattended to. You noticed earlier, as I understand, with the kind of the measles scare, so to speak, that there was a real need for emergency management, and Superintendent Durkin and all of her large shoes that no one will ever be able to fill. She picked that up and brought to the committee a lot of information and has picked that item up. This reorganization allows us to identify this within the workflow so that we can be more proactive. Second area that I want to make sure that we can identify here is construction support. We cannot delegate the entirety of the responsibility for this large-scale high school construction project to the city. We have to understand that we're going to have responsibilities here in construction support, and those responsibilities will be extraordinary time demands. I've built 2 brand new schools in my experience, and I can tell you we've got to recognize that. So here we have it within the Office of Finance and Operations, an opportunity to create a manageable portfolio of work for Chief Financial Officer Billy Jo Turner, to allow her to continue to focus in on those areas of fiscal stewardship, to make sure that she continues to be able to do that really important work that she's been doing. And also creates, out of what is right now our Chief Human Resource Officer position, which is a rather narrow portfolio of work at the cabinet level, to expand that so we can be at a more strategic level without losing the really important work that has been identified within the Chief Human Resource Office, particularly around our diversity staffing goals and building that plan. We believe we can attend to that while also broadening that portfolio through a Chief Operating Officer position to make sure that we can also account for this work. Again, critical here that we post these jobs properly so that way we get the right talent into Lowell. And I can tell you there's a considerable amount of excitement inside the city and outside. I have not been short of messages and emails from people who are really interested in taking advantage of all that Lowell has to offer. So I do know that this talent exists. It is there. It is in our city currently. A good number of members of our city have reached out, and maybe outside of our city. And I'm looking forward to posting these opportunities in a way that can improve the school district now and into the future. Second office is the office where currently Assistant Superintendent Robin Desmond has been working to oversee, and this is the Office of Teaching and Learning. You also see here with a lot of the green, which are shifts, are certain things that are currently in our Student Support Services office that'll start to now shift into our Office of Teaching and Learning under a Chief Academic Officer and a Chief Schools Officer. Robin Desmond is our Chief Academic Officer. This position, Chief Schools Officer, will be vacant, will be posted pending school committee vote. Now, one that I want to bring to your attention has been highlighted for me in just my past experiences, as well as what I've heard from our principals. I have 14 principals who report directly to me in Boston Public Schools. That's 14, that's not 28. And I'm not the superintendent of schools in addition. So by design, schools in Boston are receiving a greater level of support than schools in Lowell. By design. Now, I don't know that that's the design that we want to continue moving forward with. This enables us, we can't move to the span of control that we're in Boston, but it gets us closer. We can't move to that because it's not cost effective for us. We're not a large enough school district for that, and we quite simply don't, as much as we tried and as great as Ms. Turner's analysis and shaking every dollar for what it's worth is, we can't bring to you a cost-effective solution that's going to allow us to reduce that span of control further. But we can create the Chief Schools Officer, which allows us then to align that direct support and resource deployment to our schools. And you see now what this basically becomes is 2 parts to an Office of Teaching and Learning, which is design and implementation. The next office is one that I think, and I want to again thank Committee Member Doherty for asking this question of me when this first posted, because I think this is pretty powerful. When we create an Office of Educational Equity and Community Empowerment, bringing together the resources and the functions that should be there for our community to access in a community as diverse as ours, And I've said time and time again, the diversity of this community is its greatest asset. You see all the red. These are functions of our school district that right now are largely unattended to or undefined. Bringing cultural awareness and cultural responsiveness to this district as a line of responsibility is what we're calling equity and culturally sustaining practices. Right? 47 different languages spoken in our community here. Bringing student advisory and student input to the district level. Legislative affairs, Mr. Mayor can tell you, how much reliance we have as a school district on, he is the mayor in the city, and we really have a need to make sure we can bring that in line in the school district. Strategic planning, which I spoke to already. Had an opportunity this morning to talk to Ms. Duda about the work she's doing in the Parent Resource Center, and just this red here, which she's able to say she can't pick it up in the Parent Resource Center, and it's not part of the definition of the work there. So the Parent Resource Center is certainly essential, and that is currently under the Student Support Services would move here, so that's green. But then working our community partnerships, communications and media relations, translation and interpretation services, all right? This now creates direct line responsibility under what I'm terming a Chief Equity and Engagement Officer. Now I will say this, as you can see in your packet, things come out quite clearly on paper. That's the technical work that's before us today. That's not the adaptive work that's going to allow this organization to evolve to meet the needs of our young people. That work we have to do together. And moving forward together, I truly believe that this city is one of this nation's great cities, and this school district can be this nation's greatest school district. I had an opportunity to meet with the central office team on Monday, and the people who are going to feel this the most are the people in central office, and my message to them is we're doing this work together. Nothing is going to be perfect, but we can't let good be the enemy of perfect. And I believe what we have here is our best recommendation for you, and together with the entirety of this community, we're going to learn together, we're going to make sure this organization can evolve, because at the end of the day, our job is to serve our students. And so the timing of this enables us to evolve this organization in advance of the fiscal year, during the course of the summer, so that we can open with the smoothest first day of school this district has ever experienced, so we can have the best year this district has ever experienced. And I will tell you, there's something a little symbolic here, because I've told people time and time again, Madam Superintendent, I don't think anybody can ever fill your shoes. And symbolically, I think, I'm a big sports person. Usually we retire someone's number. I think at the very least we can retire your job title as an honor to you and an honor to the work you've done, because I don't believe that anyone can ever fill your shoes. This allows us to go forward in the best way that we can to serve our young people, and I truly believe this is the best recommendation anyone can bring. I've done this work over multiple districts, this work of organizational redesign. It's been a month's work, if you think about today's date, from the date that you chose to appoint me as superintendent. This is the result of that effort to bring to you a design that will work on behalf of our young people, allow us to transition through the summer months so that we can open school on time for our young people and have the best year ever. So school committee, Mr. Mayor, Madam Superintendent, school committee members, this is my recommendation, and I'll stand for questions. Thank you.
I'll open up to questions. Ms. Martin?
No real questions, I'm sorry. But I would say, having reviewed the incoming superintendent's proposal, I share the enthusiasm, particularly around the Office of Equity. I think that is something that certainly this community and specifically this committee has been talking about. It's a real value that we share, an institutional value, a civic value that we share, and I am pleased to see it kind of made manifest in this way with this new position. So I think, as Ms. Doherty's hints were very helpful, because it was great to see the way that this played out, and I'll always say yes to color coding, so that's good. But it really, I think, did show exactly where those shifts are, and I think having
focused job descriptions that really, allow people to know where their time and energy and talent needs to be spent will allow us to ensure that all of the individuals at that very high level are going to have an opportunity to be successful, are going to have the tools and the time and the talent to be successful, and ultimately that's how our district is going to make some significant moves forward. Thank you.
No, actually, you took the words I was prepared to state. I mean, when you talk about equity, the school committee's talked about equity quite a bit, but to actually label the services is the right thing to do. And the other concern I've had that you've raised, that I think many members of the school committee have realized, that we've asked a lot of our administrators, and we ask the extra, can you do this, when it's really not part of their job responsibility, and it's, deal with the issue at the moment, but then what happens afterwards, and follow through is very, very important. Any other comments? Any Mr. Nutter?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve. Second by Mr. Dakota. I'd like to have a roll call. I'm sorry.
Just a quick question. Do we need to, I think we need to make an individual motion for each
Well, the thing is, we're approving
each
the
position.
organizational chart overall.
Oh, okay.
And
then we're going to
we'll
post
do
the description?
Do the posting separately.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Nutter or Mr. Dakota? Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
All right. Next, we have then permission to post the Chief Equity Engagement Officer. I need a motion to post to improve the Chief Equity Engagement Officers. Need a motion to do? Pardon? Well,
we
why don't
make a
spell-
motion
We'll
for-
spell them out. So I need a second on that by Ms. Martin. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin? Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
All right, next we have a motion I need a motion to post and approve the Chief School Officer. Need a motion by Ms. Doherty, second by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Next, we have I need a motion to approve the Chief Operating Officer. Motion by Ms. Doherty, second by Mr. Nutter.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, committee members. We will have these posted tomorrow on the district's website and worldwide. Thank you, committee members. I appreciate it. Thank you.
I need, Ms. Doherty, do you have a motion? You want to take something out of order?
Yes, I would ask that we move the Lowell High School handbook out of order, and because it's a quick item.
It's 9192, I believe. Okay. Seconded by Mr. Dakota. All right, the first is the organizational chart in accordance with school committee policy. Madam Superintendent?
So are we going to take the handbook at this time?
Yes.
Just for clarification? Okay. So I would welcome up to the podium Dr. Roxanne Howe to share with you the Lowell High School changes. There is a caveat here that we know that we're going to need to change our administrative level titles on page 6. So please know that going forward with this vote, we'll make all of the necessary adjustments to that. So I'll turn it over to Dr. Howe to share with you the changes.
Thank you. If it's all okay with the committee, I'm just going to run through all the changes and then any questions at the end, if that works. So page 6, you have 2 documents. You have the document of changes, and then you have the actual handbook. The handbook has the changes in red. So page 6 is just an updating of the central office staff, and again, we will update based on tonight's vote. Page 7 is an updating of the staff at the high school. All the TBDs, as the summer progresses, will be filled in. Page 9, we updated the LHS history just to include the vote for the funding for the new high school. Page 12, an update of the distinguished alumni information from this current year. Page 13, the new school calendar. Page 17 through 18 is an update on the AP information, providing deadline, cost, and waiver information. So every year we have to update that section. Page 27, we had a prohibition, food and drink not allowed outside the cafeteria area. We caught it this year. We should have removed it prior because of our morning breakfast carts. So it's kind of in contradiction. Page 36, we add a section title for the long-term suspension appeal process under 37H and 3/4. Page 40, we add titles for the appeal process for the 37H and the 37H and a half. And this came out of parent comments about how difficult it was in the handbook to find information that parents could refer to quickly on appeal process. Page 42, we adjusted the attendance letter schedule and delivery method to have it happen after the 4th and 8th absence. A letter is mailed or emailed based on parental preference. So the email is different, but the cost of mailing has just become so astronomical. We're asking parents to tell us their preference. Page 48, a clarification on the attendance warning notice, just to reflect the information on that previous change. Page 58, we're updating clubs. We're adding Best Buddies and esports. And we're just removing clubs that have not been active over the past few years. Page 65, under due process, we added the 37H and 3/4, the terminology consistent with its provisions. Page 65, disturbing school assembly, we added consistent with Massachusetts law. And page 71, just an update on the actual address for the Bureau of Special Education Appeals. We have forms at the back of the handbook. The student signature page, we want to add a line for the student's personal email for postgraduate follow-up information. Sometimes we have to get information 2 years after the students have left us, and it would be easier if we had their email. And then on the parent signature page, we added a line for, again, the parent preference on whether to receive letters or emails. And that's the changes.
Any questions? Ms. Doherty?
Thank you, Your Honor. I don't have a question. I would move to approve, except that there is a form letter that I'd like to separate out for now until we can have a subcommittee meeting on it. It is the condom availability exemption form. It's come to my attention that under Mass General laws, minors are entitled to have access to contraception. So I want to review this specific form before we include it in the handbook going forward. So my motion would be to approve the handbook, just to separate out this form for now.
Madam Superintendent?
Thank you. We will have a brief presentation here this evening relative to some potential updates that will provide you for the health center at Lowell High School. So that will be aligned with that as well.
Okay. So I need a second. Mr. Hoey? Okay. So, we have the motion. All right. I need a roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey? Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Thank you. Now we have the revision of the elementary middle school handbook.
Thank you. I have staff counsel here, Jane Moshe Canty, and I'll ask her just to review those things that are different from the Lowell High handbook.
Okay. So the things that are different, we did the same bolding, we did the same additions for defining the appeal process and making sure that parents could find it in the handbook. We have the same new calendar. We need to update the staffing of central administration, and when that changes, we will need to change the administrator information based on the open positions that we currently have if it's not gone to print. The biggest piece that we added was on page 3.1, which was to add the intervention plan details. We had several incidents this past year where parents had questioned about why someone's coming to their house, those kinds of things. And in our previous handbook, we talked about the intervention plan, and it is posted on the website. However, it would require somebody to look in the handbook and then go to the website to get the page and then come back. So we sort of highlighted for them, in conjunction with the attendance supervisor, what those points would be, so parents are aware when they read it. And eventually being translated, it will actually get translated for them, and they will be able to understand why someone might be coming to their house from the school, or why they're getting a call asking them to come to an attendance meeting. Other than that, we just made some minor changes in the address for the Bureau, some updated, which will also need to be changed again, the designated coordinators, because they're going to have change of title with the new superintendent's titles. And the only minor changes that were at the back, which is J1, we added that the bridge program, I understand, is going to 6 to 8, so we changed that from 7 to 8. And we added the name of the Dr. Janice 80 Day School, so we corrected that in the back.
I need a motion to approve by Ms. Martin, second by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go back to the agenda. All right, first, on the minutes, I need a motion to accept and place and file the minutes of the May 15th, 2019, the fiscal year 20,000 budget session meeting of May 16th, 2019 special meeting of May 18th, 2019 special meeting of June 6th, 2019 and special meeting of the Lowell School Committee meeting on June 12th, 2019. I need a motion to accept by Ms. Martin, Ms. Dakota, I'm sorry, Ms. Doherty, seconded by Mr. Dakota. I knew I'd get there. Okay, thank you very much. All right, next we have permission to enter, Madam Superintendent.
Yes, thank you. If you have any questions relative to it, we can certainly entertain those.
All set. I need a motion to approve and permission to enter by Ms. Martin, second by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin? Mr. Nutter? Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Next, we have memorials. The first memorial goes to Julia T. Nutter, mother of school committee member Gerald Nutter. Again, Mr. Nutter, we're very sorry for your loss. Then we have Melissa Mercado, aunt of Billy Joe Turner, assistant superintendent for finance and operations. Then we have Joseph Joe Jeffroy, husband of Mary Jeffroy, Lowell High School clerk, and uncle of Gina Martell, Lowell High School social worker. Then we have Margot McAnespy, sister-in-law of Laurie McAnespy, Lowell High School clerk. Then we have Donald Gagnon, retired school principal. Then we have Lorelli Conte, sister-in-law of Pine Arts School principal Wendy Crocker Robage. Then we have Dr. Michael Robert Tremonti, retired school psychologist. I'd like to darken the chamber, please. Thank you. Okay, next we go into motions. The first motion is by School Committee Person Gerald Nutter. In the event no additional Chapter 70 money becomes available for the July meeting, new superintendent address plans to deal with the unprojected and unanticipated and unnecessary $250,000 shortfall caused by the city in water/sewage charges. Need a second on that motion by Ms. Doherty? Mr. Nutter? Speaks for itself.
After we approved a budget that did not have this line item in there, we were then made aware that, as you recall, Mr. Mayor, the city had agreed last year to take water and storage and put it as part of what they charge us for toward their net school spending requirements. As you know, projected roughly the city is going to be charging the school department in the upcoming fiscal year over $33 million in net school spending. To charge us an additional $250,000 is beyond any reasonable expectation, and to do it after the budget is approved, I assume that there were many, as we went through the budget process, you yourself have stated many times that, you know, the school department worked hand in hand with the city manager and the city finance team. So they were well aware of what our budget was. And to wait until after the process was complete to say, oh yeah, well, by the way, last year was last year and next year is now you owe us $250. You know, we just need to be ready. I mean, we all hope that the joint committee is going to come through with some more money, but if not, we have to be ready to deal with this and hopefully not deal with it if we pass my next motion. Thank you.
And we are dealing with some of those issues, and as the budget develops, we'll see where we go. The next motion by Mr. Nutter, school committee vote to delete existing wish list of priorities established for additional Chapter 70 funding, and instead for the July meeting, request the new superintendent provide school committee with proposals recommending how he sees any additional Chapter 70 funding would be used. Need a second on that one? Again, by Ms. Doherty, Mr. Nutter.
You know, we all have our wish list. We all, you know, would like certain things. However, I think we have a new administration that is being put into place, and I think we need to provide them with the opportunity, if we are fortunate to come in with more Chapter 70 state aid, for the new administration to present us with a plan on how that money would be spent.
I think that's correct. Thank you. Any further discussion, Mr. Lay?
Now, those wish lists, are those the positions that we thought were important and we want to refill them when the money comes available?
Yes, that was our wish list.
So I feel that those positions were important. We thought they were important. And to eliminate them, that means that those positions are not important. Therefore, I feel that we should keep the wish list available, whether the new superintendent wants to use it or not, but at least I think we should have it available to look to. That's my opinion.
But I don't think you're asking for the priority list to vanish, but
as far as I'm concerned, but my thing says to eliminate it, to let it go.
It still exists. But I think what you're saying is you want to give the superintendent a chance, because by law, educational reform, he's supposed to make the recommendations as to what he sees fit. So you're allowing the superintendent to carry out his position. Ms. Doherty?
So the way I'm thinking about it, that the list, as you said, it still exists. I mean, certainly the new superintendent can look at the list. But if I understand Mr. Nutter's motion, we don't want to make that the only area that he can make changes and additions, or that to see, okay, this was our priority list, but based on his knowledge and what he's come to learn, he might have positions that aren't on the list that he thinks are more pressing than ones that are on the list. So am I understanding correctly to say that
That's my interpretation.
he would still see the list, yes, but he wouldn't be confined by the list?
And,
Is that
and it's accurate. Based on ed reform, it's really accurate because it allows the superintendent, and it's either he or she that is allowed to make those changes with the support of the school committee. We'll have a roll call on this, though.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
No.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
6 yeas, 1 nay, approved.
Okay. Next, motion by Mr. Nutter. Request mayor ask city manager to reconsider charging school department $250,000 in water/sewage fee in light of the fact that the city is currently charging over $33 million of their required net school spending amount of $49,626,890 for related services, and inquire why the city manager's office waited until after the passing of the 2019-2020 fiscal year budget to inform the school department, and never provided any communication to the school committee through the mayor to inform them of these charges before the budget was approved. Need a second by Mr. Hoey. Mr. Nutter?
Again, Mayor, I would just like, if you could bring that back in a written form to us of, you know, why the city failed to tell us beforehand, and if they can take another look and decide to include that in the maintenance of effort charges.
Thank you. Okay, so you'll have it. I get it. Okay.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I believe.
I'm sorry, Ms. Starr.
Thank you, and I just wanted to kind of add to that. So I think that from my perspective, the perception of the city hitting us with this $250,000 water bill after our budget was finalized, when we know we were working hand in hand. You know, we were over, you know, and we want to work together. We want to work together with the city. So to come up with that after the fact, to me, it just, it has a bad optic to it. It looks like we're hoping for more money from the state, which we all are, right? Because we know that the foundation budget is woefully inadequate, hasn't been adjusted for 25 years. The state did a study in 2015 that proved billions of dollars of underfunding for our schools in the state of Massachusetts. So there's real optimism that there might be some additional money. And then the city immediately, well, let's grab another $250,000, $250,000 after we had finalized our budget. And I know Mr. Nutter mentioned this, but I feel like it bears repeating. The city contributes round number $50 million, right? 33 of that million is maintenance of effort. That's maintenance of our buildings. Now, we all know we've had decades of neglect in maintenance of our buildings. And I'm not pointing fingers to the current administration or even the current council. It's been decades of just putting maintenance of effort at the bottom of the list because nobody has a whole lot of money, right? We're all struggling with limited resources. But 33 million of the 50 million they contribute to our schools is being put off on maintenance of effort, which we have no control over. We really don't have a clear itinerary of where those charges come from. What is it spent on? It's not spent on plumbing issues. It doesn't seem to be spent on rodent control. I mean, things that have not been happening. So I really feel very strongly in support of Mr. Nutter's motion to ask the city to reconsider this whole piece of trying to grab another bit of the state money that is desperately needed and very late in coming, 25 years since they have adjusted the foundation budget for education. And I just wanted to state that out there because I think that people need to understand the optics of this. We came up with the budget. It didn't have half the things in it that we wanted. We have a whole list that we just talked about, this priority list. We don't have the library media aides. We don't have a curriculum person at the high school, on and on. We don't have the social workers, on and on and on, right? And then we're hoping a prayer that we're going to get some money from the state that we can put back into the resources we need for our kids. And then we get hit with this. It's really unfair.
I understand that. I've brought this into discussion with the city manager, but the thing is, I think what you have to acknowledge, though, the city manager, this administration has done more, in dealing with the building needs. I mean, there's a lot going on at this particular time. And the MSBA, for the first time in many years, has seen multiple requests for new boilers, new roofs, all of those type of things, and safety devices. So to say, I mean, I just would like everybody to accept the fact that the administration of the city is trying to work with the school
And, Your Honor, I
and the
agree.
city. But the new superintendent has already had, 2 or 3 meetings with
Right.
the city manager.
And I agree, they have done more. The current city manager is working very hard and diligently to address our maintenance issues. But this is a hit below the belt. A $250,000 water bill after we completed our budget. A very difficult year we just came through with finances. The people in our schools, those frontline people know how tight our resources have been. This is a hit below the belt.
Well, why don't we wait and see? We still have time with what the negotiations going on. Okay, any other questions? Mr. Hoy, you're all set? Okay. Next, we have, by Mr. Nutter, request mayor to ask Massachusetts Department of Public Health to do a full air quality audit at Lowell High School in July and request city manager to have Lowell Health sanitation, electric, fire, code, and building inspectors fully inspect every school building in Lowell beginning at the end of the school year, and provide school department, school committee with a copy of inspection report by August 1st, along with a plan to address any issues before the start of the new school year. Second by Mr. Hoey. Mr. Nutter?
You know, I made the same type of motion last year, and I was told that we didn't need to do this because we were doing, the city was conducting that, you know, building review, and the Collins report was going to come out. And yet in September and October, we were notified of fire violation after fire code violation. We've seen, you know, incidents at the high school with ceiling tiles and water again. We get charged under maintenance of effort. We do get charged for inspections. Those are charged. Those are part of the maintenance of effort agreement. We get charged for those. So all I'm asking is do the inspections on all our schools and let us know by August what we need to do to, and what's going to be done to fix these and address these. And the air quality issue has been an ongoing issue that has been brought up multiple times all over social media and other places, and it needs to be addressed once and for all.
I accept this, but I've already been in discussion with the city manager recently, and we've discussed providing the school committee with the right type of information regarding basically the safety of our students in the schools. I understand that.
I'd like a roll call vote, please.
Sure. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty.
Yes.
Mr. Hoey.
Yes.
Mr. Lay.
Yes.
Ms. Martin.
Yes.
Mr. Nutter.
Yes.
Mr. Samaras.
Yes.
Mr. Dakota.
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Okay. All right, that does that. And now we have reports of the superintendent, Lowell Community Health Center, Lowell Public Schools Based Health Center, trends and opportunities in adolescent health. Madam Superintendent.
Thank you. The report that you have in front of you provides recommendations that were brought forward to our Lowell Public School Health and Wellness Policy Committee from the Lowell Community Health Centers at Lowell High School, which offers primary health care to our students, as well as reproductive health care. And we have a very brief presentation for the committee. It's consideration.
I know it's
Oh, I can do that. Billy Joe, can you get it? And
Is it this? No.
I think it's on the left, isn't it?
This one? So while we're waiting on the AV, my name is Dr. Randy Berkowitz. I'm the Chief Medical Officer at Lowell Community Health Center.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Buckles. I help manage the school-based health centers.
And I'm Cindy Slaga, the nurse practitioner at Lowell High School in the School-Based Health Center.
So we're very excited to be here tonight. Thank you for giving us the time. We've partnered for over a decade with the schools. We have two health centers. We have one at Stocklosa Middle School, and we have one at the Lowell High School. And we want to talk to you tonight about some trends in adolescent health and some opportunities that we see. So in terms of the school-based health centers, they're staffed by a nurse practitioner, a licensed social worker, and a medical assistant. And we've served over 800 patients, 2,000 medical visits, and 1,200 mental health visits in 2018. We screen for factors such as depression and substance use that we know contribute to school failure, and we help students navigate to necessary resources. So for the next couple of minutes, we're going to look at some data regarding adolescent reproductive health and challenges that adolescents experience in accessing services in Lowell.
Where's the? It is there.
Here, what? Go ahead.
Okay. So based on the Communities That Care survey, by the end of high school in Lowell, about 40% of students report being sexually active. And of those,
close to 41% reported that they did not use any method of birth control or condoms. In addition, STD rates are on the rise nationally in Massachusetts, as well as in Lowell, and Lowell has actually some of the highest levels in Massachusetts. And unfortunately, adolescents are disproportionately affected, accounting for about half of all new infections. I'm going to pass it over to Cindy to talk about what she's seeing. I'll do one more thing. And just one more point, that the Lowell teen pregnancy trends, while they have been decreasing in the last couple of decades, Lowell continues to remain twice that of the Massachusetts rate. So our teen birth rate is twice that of the Massachusetts rate and disproportionately affects some of our communities in Lowell.
So as the nurse practitioner seeing the students in the school-based health center, they often come to me asking for more information about contraception. And when they do come to see me, I refer them to Jackson Street, to the main campus, Lowell Community Health Center, where they do receive expanded adolescent health services, including contraception. At Jackson Street, the students have access to free and confidential visits. We have a walk-in there at Jackson Street, as well as appointments that can be scheduled. It is only a 10-minute walk from the high school to Jackson Street, but unfortunately what I see is a lot of students don't make it to Jackson Street for those expanded services. For a lot of different reasons, I see students come back to me and report that they didn't make it to Jackson Street yet because they have to go home every day after school to get their younger sibling off the bus and babysit. A lot of our high school students have jobs after school that they have to be to. And a lot of students that I see as well are involved in sports or clubs after school and don't have the opportunity to make it over to that 10-minute walk to Jackson Street. We took a look at, we conducted a study to look at how many of those students were not getting to Jackson Street for the contraceptive care. And in 2011, 78% did not make it to Jackson Street. And in 2016, 62% did not make it to those appointments. The American Academy of Pediatrics considers contraception to be an essential component of adolescent preventative care. Some of our other communities here in Massachusetts within their school-based health centers have expanded their services to include contraceptive. Those include communities Boston, Cambridge, Somerville, Everett, Lynn, Gloucester, Lawrence, Peabody, Chelsea, Revere, and Charlestown. So in conclusion, our request is that the Lowell Public School Committee consider further review of expanding the services, including contraceptives, within the Lowell Community Health Center's school-based health center at Lowell High School.
Any
Starting.
questions?
You have it?
I don't have any questions, but I was going to make a motion to refer this to the Student Services Subcommittee within the next month so that we can make a decision at our July meeting. Because I think some of the numbers that, and I'd also like to add that this report that we were not able to get on the TV is on the website. It is in the packet, tonight's packet, so if anybody out there would like to look at this, but some of the statistics that are jumping out at me are, in Lowell, we have twice the pregnancy rate of the state of Massachusetts, and that we're referring students a half a mile away to get the services that they ask about, but 78% of them weren't going in 2011, and 62% weren't following up in 2016. We are talking about teenagers here. So I think we need to move to look at this more closely, look at expanding our services for our students, and I think that going to subcommittee to have that discussion in the next few weeks so that we're ready to actually have a vote.
Second. Mr. Hoey.
Thank you.
Okay.
I really only want to reiterate what my colleague has said. I think it's important that we get this subcommittee to happen quickly, because there will certainly be a lot that we'll need to have in place in order to be ready for September to implement what I think are really critically important changes for our students at Lowell High School, so that we really can be providing our students with the real-world health information that they need to have to maneuver through this world. Thank you.
I think it's appropriate that we do that. Mr. Hoy, do you have a comment? I'm sorry, Madam Superintendent.
I just wanted to thank Stephanie and the other members of the team. Lowell Community Health Center has been a long-standing partner of the Lowell Public Schools, and we are grateful for all of the support services that you provide to our students in the schools, so thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Lay.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I thought that we already have a Lowell Community Health Center right in the basement of the high school. Would that be something that could, Superintendent, maybe you take on from here?
We do. That is the Lowell Community Health Center, school-based health center. That is, and these people are here presenting from that. But currently in the health center, we provide condoms only to students, and they make referrals out to the main campus of the Community Health Center, and many of our students aren't making their way to the health center with that current model. So the recommendations are to look at that further and to provide extended services to our students right in-house at Lowell High School.
This, for Mr. Lay, this is for policy change, so the subcommittee will gather more information to present to the school committee board as a whole, okay?
Yeah, thank you, Ms.
Okay.
Sure, thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, we have the preschool standard-based report card. Madam Superintendent.
Thank you. Over the course of the past year, our coordinator of early childhood, Lisa Van Thiel, as well as our elementary, our preschool teachers have been working in conjunction with our curriculum department to really do a rehaul of a standards-based report card for pre-K. So if you have any questions relative to it, Lisa Van Thiel is here and can answer any of the questions about the model that we're presenting to you tonight for a vote.
Are there any questions? And I need a motion to approve the preschool standard-based report card by Mr. Nutter, seconded by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin? Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Next, 8.3, we have summer eats and food and nutrition weekly updates. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, thank you, and thank you to our guests who are here and patiently awaiting to share with you an update that's part of we have the Summer Eats program that we're sharing with you, but we wanted to share with you a model that I'll come and help you, a model that has been put in effect and has been amazing for our staff and students.
Hi, my name is Sharon Gassy. I am the General Manager for Food and Nutrition, and I'm here to, with some folks from the Plus Company who we have partnered with this year and doing an internship at the STEM Academy. So we have Jason is here, Janice Ogden, our cook manager, is here. And we really wanted you to see in action this beautiful internship program that we have implemented. And, it was there. And Mike did a wonderful little video that's less than 2 minutes that will really give you a good idea of what happens during this internship. We have Baston's new picture. So the program that we're doing the internships with is with a group of disability students and trying to get them back into the workforce, building their confidence. And they have become an active member of the STEM Academy staff, my CAF staff. They work with the students, so they're an integral part of the day-to-day of STEM Academy.
So while they're trying to get the video together, I'm Mike Flynn. I'm a job developer and employment specialist with the Plus Company, and I'd like to thank His Honor the Mayor, the Superintendent, and esteemed members of the school committee for giving us this chance to come down and talk about the work that we do. And I'd like to thank Sharon for giving me the opportunity to do this as well. What the internship program that we did this school year at the Rogers STEM Academy is what we call a sector-based training program. It's an immersive internship for the population that we serve, providing vocational services here in the state of Massachusetts. That is to say adults with developmental disabilities. So that is acquired brain injuries, autism spectrum disorders, and developmental disabilities. The sector-based training program provides complete immersion into the workplace and combines classroom learning, provided by a career trainer that's appointed and provided by the Plus Company, and real-life work experience in a work site, which that's what took place in the cafeteria at the Rogers STEM Academy. While they're getting the video together, I would like to recognize my Director of Mass Vocational Services, Missy Jean Domenico from the Plus Company, and Joanne DeRocco, who's our vocational coordinator and one of the people behind putting this sector-based training program together. Another person I'd like to recognize, and as folks in the city of Lowell know, no partnerships work without good people stepping up and going above and beyond. And one person who really made this sector-based training program come together and be as fruitful as it was for the individuals who participated is the cook manager at the Rogers STEM Academy, Ms. Janice Ogden, who's standing right behind me, who really made this happen. And we've got the video playing over here, so this is a little bit of what they did. And so that's a little bit of what our individuals did during the training, the 20-week internship. And I would like to say in terms of outcomes, we couldn't have gotten a better one. Both Lacey and George, who we invited here tonight, but they were a little too busy to make it. They were both hired on by the folks over at Armark to, become part of the cafeteria staff there. So I just wanted to thank all of you folks, recognize them, and thank our partners at the Rogers STEM Academy. We wouldn't be able to do the work we do at the Plus Company without the strength of these type of community partnerships, and these types of activities are what produce those beneficial outcomes that we really go for. So thank you all very much. And I'll take any questions.
Thank you.
Next, we have Family Resource Center hours of operation. Madam Superintendent.
Thank you, Mayor Samaras. This is the result of some work that current coordinator for Family Resource Center, Rebecca Duda, and a number of team members have conducted over the course of the last few months to try to provide more access to families.
Are there any questions, Ms. Martin?
If I could, Mr. Mayor, I was hoping that we might be able to refer this to the Student Support Subcommittee. Obviously, we're going to be scheduling some meetings over the summer, just so we'd have an opportunity to go through this with a little more attention, so that we'd be able to, kind of review the materials and come up with a plan for moving forward in September.
Second by Ms. Doherty. Okay, we'll go. It's going to be referred to subcommittee. I'm sorry, you have a question?
Thank you, Anna. Just a quick question. I know we've got a tight agenda. I think it's very important that the staff has also been included in any of these discussions. Has that been happening in terms of the staff at the Family Resource Center?
That's what prompted this, was the question over Thursday evenings.
So these suggested options, because I think there were 4 options that were presented to us, those have also been discussed with the staff at the
No, not yet.
I really think that, my priority concern is for access for families, obviously, but I think we want to work with our team, the team to make something that's...
Madam Superintendent.
So we have been meeting very regularly with the union relative to the needs, and actually, Committeewoman Doherty, you brought this forward for us to review and look at our current schedule so that we could try to provide access to our families at different times, because we know that especially during peak times, we have parents who might be running from work at 5 o'clock, and they have one night per week currently that goes till 6 o'clock. And if we've got lines, they can't be serviced. So we're in the business of servicing families, so we really need to assess that current model.
All right, but it's going to subcommittee, so, all right, any further? All right, thank you. Then we have school redesign grant, Robinson School. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, I'm delighted to share this with you, and I'd ask Assistant Superintendent Desmond to just share a couple of highlights. We had already reported to the committee that we submitted a grant to the state, and we have good news.
Yes, we are excited to announce that we received the school redesign grant for the Robinson Middle School. It is a 3-year grant. The dollar amount awarded each year is $312,333. The team at the Robinson School, the instructional leadership team, met from January through April after school hours and on weekends to create this plan, along with district coordinators, district support staff, and myself. The leadership team at the Robinson consisted of several teachers that represented all facets of grade levels and specialty areas such as special education and second language learners, along with the administrative staff and the coaches. And so it was a true collaborative effort, and we are very excited to have the funding for this really well thought out plan for how we're going to improve the outcomes for students at the Robinson Middle School.
All set. Mr. Hoey.
Thank you, Mayor. I played a small part in this when we went down to Malden, and we all had a little bit to say, and thank God we had Ms. Desmond there. Because I know I said something, she had to polish it up for me, but I'm really happy for the Robinson School. I think this is huge. I hope Ms. Desmond, I know she's going to stay involved until we turn that school around. This goes back about 3 years for me with Bob Gignac when he was sitting here. I used to complain about the Sullivan School all the time, and he convinced me that, he said the Robinson School needs help first. So with that said, I'm just so happy that they received that grant. I know my colleague Andy was there that night also, and I'm just so happy. And Ms. Desmond, please stay there for the Robinson School till we turn them around. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All set. All right, next we have a response to Mr. Nutter's motion of May 15, 2019 regarding state mandated program requirements.
Yes, I wanted to provide the committee with just an update relative to that. We had spoken to you earlier about an audit that we were having by the Department of Education's Office of District Reviews and Monitoring, and they conducted the comprehensive district review. We should be getting the results of that review and recommendations regarding that review in late July, early August. The review covered leadership and governance. You can see all of the indicators, curriculum and instruction. It also included assessment, human resources and professional development, student support, financial and asset management. And the intent of the review is for us to learn what we're doing well and to make adjustments. So this, I believe, would be a really great asset to the new superintendent coming in, because we know we had many struggles this year. So we're anticipating that there are going to be a number of recommendations that'll be coming forward, and they'll also show things that we're not in compliance with.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Next, we have disposal of surplus material. Madam Superintendent.
I'll ask Ms. Desmond to just speak to that briefly.
So twice a year, this is the annual, twice a year biannual report that we send out to schools, asking for them to submit any materials or supplies that are in storage that are not in use, so that we can look to see if they're sellable to outside agencies or if they need to be recycled. And so this is that start of the process. It will go, once voted on, to the city auditor's office to be looked at.
Next, we have Q3 year-to-date budget report. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, I'll turn that over to Assistant Superintendent Turner.
The attached report is the one requested by the auditor. As you can see, he did provide this over a month ago. We will provide this to you as soon as we get it from him. What I can do, if there is a timing difference, is run the same report so that you have the quarter ending report along with the most up-to-date report. The way he ran the year-to-date budget report is by school. I think it's more functional if we ask the auditor, and if I provide it in this format, to do it by DESE function code so that it's more reflective of the budget and you can see it in the way that you're accustomed to seeing the finances. This Q3 budget report showed an available balance of $56 million. By the time this report was being provided to you on June 13th, we were down to $23 million. The encumbrances at that time, the open purchase orders were $5.6 million. They're down to $2.5. So this is the type of data that the new auditor can provide on a quarterly basis as an accountability measure, but I'll provide it on a monthly basis. And I'll provide it in 3 different formats: by school, by DESE function code, and then one that will show by salaries versus non-salaries so that you get different perspectives.
Any questions? All set. All right, next we have enrollment figures.
Yes, these are just your regular enrollment figures, if anybody has any questions.
Report on motions.
And the report on motions, I would ask the committee to consider the possibility of my having my assistant, Minerva Palazzo, reach out to you to assess, you know, the your want to keep certain motions on the report. That way, if there are certain things that we can remove for the new leadership, that might help them to start, you know, with a clean slate. So we'll be reaching out to you with your permission to do that.
Thank you. List of eligible teachers.
Yes, this is just your list of eligible teachers for your consideration.
Personnel reports.
And the personnel report.
I need a motion to accept the reports of the superintendent, 8.1 through 8.12, as a report of progress by Mr. Hoey, seconded by Mr. Dakota. Thank you. right, next we go to 9.5, school assignment policy revision. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, these are some minor revisions. It would be very brief. I would ask Rebecca Duda to come forward. They're very minor for clarification, and she can share with you why we're requesting your vote on this.
When you adopted the new policy in March of 2018, we've now had a whole year where we've worked with that new policy. So we've seen a few things that we need to tweak in the written language. One was making a heading that said out-of-zone placements. Prior, that had just been part of the wait list, but it really had nothing to do with the wait list. So that's for clarification purposes. Another section, you'll see that we wanted to add students who are out of zone if they have excessive attendance issues. We've added that so we can place them in zone. We've had a few incidents this year where parents have actually requested to remain out of zone, but their attendance caused an issue. But I really had no recourse under the policy to move them back into zone. And then under preschool, there was a error where early childhood coordinator had been replaced with family resource, but preschool placements are done with the early childhood coordinator. Yes, Mr. Howie?
Zoe?
Yes, I just want to say that I know I drive Miss Duda crazy, probably in the past year. Every time I've called her to help me with a parent or people that were having a problem, she's always dealt with me in a great way. And I think that place is running real smooth. I know we're going to a subcommittee to talk about other things, but I just want you to know, Ms. Duda, that I think you have brought that place to a great place for people. It's welcoming, and I just love what's going on there, so I wanted to say that to you tonight, so thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Howie.
Okay. Any other further discussion? So I need a motion to approve the 3 school assignment policy revisions by Mr. Dakota, seconded by Mr. Nutter. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Next, we have expenditure transfer. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, thank you. I'd ask Assistant Superintendent Turner to share that information with you.
The attached expenditure transfer is for the food service fringe benefits that we will transfer from the local general fund to the food service revolving fund.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve the expenditure transfer of $367,412.70 by Ms. Martin, seconded by Mr. Nutter. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Next, we have the 2019-2020 Lowell High School Student Advisory Meeting schedule. Madam Superintendent.
Yes, this is at the request of the committee that we add some dates to the calendar for the Lowell School Student Advisory Meetings to start at 5:45. So we've added the additional dates as per your request.
Okay. Motion approved by Mr. Nutter, seconded by Mr. Dakota. Thank you. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Next, we have a vote to accept the grants award of STEM credible kits to all grade 3 students in Lowell Public Schools from the Thermo Fisher Scientific. Anything to add, Madam Superintendent?
Yes, thank you. I think it's self-explanatory, but Assistant Superintendent Desmond can share information if you wish.
Yes, I just want to thank our science coordinator and social studies coordinator for K-12 Science and Social Studies, Martha Cohn, who worked with Thermo Fisher to receive these items through a grant, which provides our third graders with splash goggles, reusable lab aprons, notebooks, so that they really feel as if they are scientists during science class, which is exciting.
Any questions?
It's cute.
So I need a motion to accept the grant award of STEM credible kit to all third graders from the Thermo Fisher Scientific Mr. Hoey, seconded by Mr. Nutter. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras? Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Next, we have budget transfer year end.
Yes, thank you. I'd ask Assistant Superintendent Turner to share that with you if you have any questions.
We would like to ask for your approval and vote to allow us to do year-end transfers by DESE function code. If we have any available balances on a purchase order, we want to gather all of that, and we don't want to leave one penny behind. So if we can combine things and spend it all, we'd have the ability to do that if you approve us making year-end transfers.
So I need a motion to approve the year-end budget adjustment across DESE function codes as needed. Motion by Ms. Martin, second by Mr. Hoey. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Next, I need a motion to take and approve all three convention and conference requests together. By Mr. Hoey, second by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Next, we have a thank you card from the family of John O'Brien for a moment of silence. Need a motion to accept the communication, place it on file by Mr. Hoey, second by Mr. Nutter. Thank you.
Mr.
No. Then professional personnel, UTL Keene. The members of the United Teachers of Lowell hereby donate 25 sick leave days to Maureen Keene STEM Academy School Paraprofessional. I need a motion to approve by Mr. Nutter, second by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Next, we have the UTL raised. Members of the United Teachers of Lowell hereby donate 12 sick leave days to Kristen Ray's daily school teacher. Motion to accept by Mr. Hoey, second by Mr. Dakota. Thank you. Madam, roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
All right, we will be going into executive session, but prior to that, Madam Superintendent, did you have anything you wish to?
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Mr. Dakota?
oh,
I'm sorry. Just a point of order on the calendar that we got for the summer meetings. I think there's a date that should be changed. It listed as August 14th. I think it was something that we approved, but I think it's a wrong date. It's supposed to be the 21st of August. As in the third, it's supposed to be the third Wednesday of the month. The 14th is the second.
Okay, we'll check that out. and
Can we make that
the
change?
necessary adjustment.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Do you want to do just do a motion to
Can I make a
change?
motion on that, to make that change?
Second by Mrs. Doherty, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas, approved.
Thank you.
Madam Superintendent?
thank you. Before we adjourn to executive session, I would just like to publicly thank Mayor William Samaras, members of the school committee, for your vote of confidence in me this past July 2018. It has been an immense honor to serve as superintendent of Lowell Public Schools this year. Although we faced many challenges as a district and we were forced to make extremely difficult and very, very difficult decisions that we would never recommend, and we came to you and said that. We would not necessarily recommend these under normal circumstances. These decisions were made with our team, with the students at the center, through the collective efforts of our amazing staff. And, to speak to our amazing staff, I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to acknowledge all of them. My administrative team, all of our building leaders, central admin staff, teachers, all of our support staff for their valiant efforts this year. It did not go unnoticed. If I had $1 for each time a staff member approached our team and said, "What do you need? How can we assist?" I would be sailing off to the Caribbean for my retirement and circling the globe over and over again. That's how amazing our staff is. I know we asked much of our staff this year, and I also know that we're in a better place as a result of everyone's effective efforts, and for that I'm truly grateful. I'm also grateful to the new superintendent for bringing forward some recommendations that maybe not the same titles, but some of the recommendations that we would have brought forward to the team in July, because we know that what we were doing this year was not sustainable. I would also like to thank the city manager and her team and the countless community partners for their support of our schools. Their collective efforts have made a positive impact in our schools. When I reflect on this past year, a quote from a song I used to actually recite to my students comes to mind. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. And that's what our small but mighty group of Lowell professionals have done this year. They have gotten going, and they did what they needed to do for our students. So Lowell professionals have done that, and I am grateful. Over the course of this past year, as a district, we revamped FY19 budget, and that was a monumentous task to address the areas that were underfunded. We participated in 3 extensive audits that will help lay the groundwork for the next superintendent and his team. We've launched turnaround plans for our schools struggling to make progress for all their learners, as well as set the stage for all of our schools to implement turnaround plans for the year ahead. We've launched district-wide cultural competency and bullying prevention professional learning for all of our staff, with a plan in place for continued professional development in FY20. We work with our unions in support of our employees, enhanced ESL licensure options to extend to the greater Lowell community. We wrote successful grants totaling millions of dollars to support school safety, a new teacher diversity pilot program, after-school programming, college and career pathways, cultural proficiency, social emotional learning, just to highlight a few. We rekindled a collaborative working relationship with city officials, and we worked together on the new Lowell High School project, as well as submitted 9 MSBA accelerated repair applications for improvements in our schools. Those are just a few of the things that, in light of this budget crisis, we still continued to move forward thinking about our students. So in closing, working in Lowell has been a very rewarding experience for me. I am changed for the better for having had the opportunity to work here for the past 29 years. But it's time for me to retire, and my husband is up there in the corner. He has made a lot of sacrifices this year, but it's time for me to focus on family, and that's number one. So I've always appreciated the support that I have received over the years. It has been amazing, the learning that I've had from coworkers and mentors along the way, from superintendents to support staff. And I have grown personally and professionally. I won't be the same because of the work that I've done in the Lowell Public Schools. And I think you heard that from all our retirees tonight. The work that we do matters, and the students matter. So I thank you, and I reiterate that it has been an immense honor to serve you, and I thank you for that. But it is time for me to head to the Caribbean with all of the money that I made this year. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ms. Martin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. You're so emotional.
You know, could I just share with you that I spoke with a number of retirees, and they have experienced the same thing over the last 2 weeks. Although this is a wonderful adventure that we're going on, we are mourning something that has been a huge part of our life. So I think we need to honor that. And I wasn't going to speak, but I felt that I needed to, and I hung on pretty good for a while.
I did an extraordinary job, absolutely. I just want to start off this evening. I just want to say, We talk a lot about this last year, the challenges of this last year, the inordinate amount of work and the tireless effort that you and your team put in. It has quite literally been a year like none other. I mean, I've never seen a period of time that had such enormous challenges put in front of the staff at the level that are here with us tonight, but throughout the district. There were just huge challenges that needed to be faced at absolutely every level and around every corner. And for that, certainly you have earned the respect and the appreciation of this committee and this community. But I really do think it's important to note that you are not a one-year wonder. You have been, for decades, a positive force here in the Lowell Public Schools. The work you have done in this year will resonate, but I think more importantly, the work that you have done either directly with children, directly working with staff, that is where I know your true love is, and where the work you've done, I think, has just had an immeasurable impact. You left the Lowell Public Schools better than you found us. And we are incredibly lucky to have had that for so many years. And in this last year, you have really taken on challenges that were truly extraordinary, done it with grace, and we are incredibly lucky to have had the benefit of your professionalism and your talent and your passion for this work. Mary's bringing you some flowers right now. But I do also want to say the committee is very happy to be, we're going to be sending to your home Lowell Public Schools chair, perhaps even a rocker, not to be, because that's what you retirees do, right? Oh, and there's a chair here. I'm not sure where.
Chair's right over there.
Oh, there you go, right over there.
But I think we should make it a rocker for her husband.
That might be dangerous. But we are just so appreciative of the work you've done, of the way you have committed yourself body and soul to this district for so many years. And I thank you very much for that. It is a rare gift that our district has been given. Thank you very much.
Other members of the committee? Any other members of the committee say anything? Mr. Superintendent-elect?
I want to let the full school committee and community know that I have started a full recruitment pitch to keep Madam Superintendent in the district somehow, some way. And I do know personally the toll this job takes on a family. So your husband's here. I didn't realize that. Thank you, sir, for sharing your wife with this community for so long. You have a well-deserved vacation in front of you. But I want to tell you it has really been an honor to work with you this past month. And I have a tendency in my home, the cell phone doesn't work so well unless you have it on speaker. And, you know, my wife and I, we do everything together. And Janine's been really just kind with her time. And I think it was a weekend or so. And she and I were talking about something and she was on speaker. And we hung up the phone and my wife said, "I felt like you were talking to yourself on the other end of the phone." And I thought that was just that was a great compliment, just because I see the hard work and commitment you've had to this community. And if I can live up to the standard that you've set as superintendent, I think I will have done a great job by this community, and I will try to do that, Janine. And we will try to live up to the work you've done under some really difficult times here this year to make sure that we build on that and set the course into the future. And there's always a place here in Lowell Public Schools for you, Janine. So please take us up on that, and please come back soon.
Okay, thank you. I have a citation also. Be it hereby known to all that the City of Lowell and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts hereby offers its sincere appreciation, congratulations to Janine Durkin upon the occasion of her retirement from the Lowell Public Schools. Throughout her 29 years career as an educator and administrator in Lowell, Janine has worn many hats, but regardless of the title she has held, she has always put the students first. You know that. Having served as a health educator for many years gave Janine a unique perspective into the lives and minds of Lowell's diverse young people, making her the perfect candidate to move into administration as a district coordinator and then to head up the McDonough Freshman Academy, which she did with distinction from 2008 to 2013, and to rise to the position of Assistant Superintendent of Support Services from 2013-2018. I can say while she ran the Freshman Academy, when I would come over to visit the Freshman Academy, I'd say, "Where's Janine?" And all of a sudden you hear the click, click, click of the high heels running through the building, and I could follow her. As a champion for the well-being of all Lowell students, Janine has worked in collaboration with a variety of community partners to initiate a number of innovative programs to support students and families in the district facing issues ranging from truancy and bullying to substance abuse, very important to our needs of our students. When the district was in need of an interim leader who understood the inner workings of the district and could hit the ground running, Janine once again stepped up, taking the position of acting superintendent of schools for the 2018-2019 school year, a role in which she once again exceeded expectations, displaying a great leadership and management abilities. Now, therefore, I, William J. Samaras, hereby offer all of the best to Janine Durkin in her retirement. The entire city of Lowell is proud to honor this distinguished individual for her tireless work towards making our city a better place, given this 19th day of June 2019. I can also add to this, sometimes I would say, Janine, when did you start your school day? I mean, I don't want to call you too early. She'd already, I'd call her at 8:30, say, in the morning. She'd been there since 5:30. Or how many times her husband, what's the average at 11, 12 o'clock at nighttime? Literally every night. In a sense, you almost did too much. But the thing is, the lifeboat was sinking. That was the Lowell School Department, and you bailed us out. And we're forever grateful for that. So we have this citation to give to you.
Thank you, Ms. Mayor. To Superintendent Durkin, first of all, I want to personally thank you for all your support throughout my tenure since I became a school committee person. Throughout your career, you have helped my friends. You helped my friends' children, and it stopped there. I think that you helped my friends' grandchildren also. So I want to personally thank you for doing that. But I'm here because today, Senator, you know that I am also working for the office of Ed Kennedy, State Senator Ed Kennedy, and the office of State Senator Ed Kennedy would like to present a citation for you also, Superintendent Durkin, and thanking you for many services that you have done. Senator Kennedy understands that today is the last scheduled school committee meeting for you. He could not be here tonight because of previous commitment with NIMCOG. So I am being asked to present this citation to represent his office, and so I'd like to read the citation for you. Thank you. So Massachusetts State Senate. Commonwealth of Massachusetts State Senate official citation. Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Janine Durkin in recognition of your 29 but feel like 36 years of dedicated service to education in the city of Lowell and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, and Be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends its best wishes for continued success. That the citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attached to, and a copy thereof transmitted by the Clerk of the Senate. Signed by President of the Senate, Karen E. Spilka, attached Clerk of the Senate, Michael D. Hurley, offered by State Senator Edward J. Kennedy, date June 19, 2019. So thank you.
Mr. Dakota?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I have vivid recollections of you, Janine, when you were the Freshman Academy person, and I was always in amazement at any assembly, because I was always charged with having to run the sound system for you. The energy that you had every single meeting, I had no idea how this woman could do that. You were just full of energy and wanted to get every single one of those kids on board with you for that whole ride. And that was always something that was the picture I have of you when you were in that position. So that's not a bad thing to have, that kind of an image. And again, thank you so much for all of the work that you have done.
All set? Thank you. Thank you, Janine. All right, I need a motion to recess to enter into executive session for the purpose of discussion of UTL collective bargaining proposals, of which open discussion may detrimentally affect the school committee's position with potential litigation and negotiations with union employees, and to adjourn from executive session. So I need a motion to go by Mr. Nutter, second by Mr. Dakota. Roll call.
Ms. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Hoey?
Yes.
Mr. Lay?
Yes.
Ms. Martin?
Yes.
Mr. Nutter?
Yes.
Mayor Samaras?
Yes.
Mr. Dakota?
Yes.
7 yeas approved.
Nice job, Dominic.